They did the thing. Bocchi the Rock did the thing. They did the thing. Of course they did the thing. The bird scene was just too stupid. I always love whenever a bird takes something from somebody in an anime, just for some reason. That's like with My Dress Up Darling. Freaking bird just takes the whole burger. Watashi no burger. Anyways, no. Fantastic episode of Bocchi the Rock, and thanks to everybody who watched my last video. Like I said before, I was a little bit concerned about covering the show because so many people were covering it, but everybody gave me the Bocchi speech. Like, don't be a Bocchi, do what you want to do. But no, I love Bocchi the Rock, and episode 9 was absolutely fantastic. I think what specifically, each one of these episodes obviously gives me something different. There's an overcoming of something, although a fallback. And I think with episode 9, what it really gave us in the center of everything was just that feeling that despite you're friends with somebody, despite there's this group of friends, their band is a group of friends. Despite that, they all have their own lives outside of the band, outside of work. And yes, when you finally try to kind of push them together, there's almost like a clashing of likes. Each one of them views their free time differently, where you have Rio obviously just wants to be alone and just eat some food. Kita's energetic, wants to get out there, wants to explore things. Let's climb up this huge set of stairs because the view up there is beneficial. Like, she knows that if we get up here, I've seen this will be enjoyable if we can get up there. But everybody else is like, oh, I don't want to climb these stairs. I don't want to do this. And again, yes, technically the most extreme example of this group is obviously Bocchi. Despite the fact that she thinks that she wants this thing, obviously this is what we should do. This is what friends do. I want to do that. And then when she actually goes to do it, she's miserable the whole time. Though she does get those little glimmers of, oh, that's why this is good. Oh, in the end, this was good. I like that it is. Bocchi, out of everybody, is finally exploring things for the first time. And yes, Kita's dragging them into it, and Nijika is obviously trying to drag her into things. And I like that. I like that sense that despite the fact that every single one of them thinks this is a good thing to do, in whole, it's difficult for the others to stomach. And I think that's a good thing. It's a good thing to acknowledge that, yeah, this person likes this. It's not quite my cup of tea, but I still see why they like it so much. And in the end, even though Bocchi will struggle, she will find that. And I think that's fantastic. That was, again, kind of the heartwarming thing that was in the middle of all this stuff. But yeah, can we acknowledge that Bocchi has experienced once again that whole idea of, I'll do this later, and then at some point realizing, oh crap, it's over. I have this whole summer break. I can't wait to do things. I've cleared my schedule. It was already clear, let's be perfectly honest. I've cleared my schedule so that I can go out and spend time with my friends, but they haven't contacted me yet. And again, this is because she's not realizing, despite the fact that they're a band, they all have their own friends. Yes, Kita's going out and hanging out with all of her friends. She has plenty of friends from school. And yes, Nijika and Ryu have their own school. They're in a different school. And again, they have their own plans. They already had their plans set for summer. They weren't planning for hanging out with Bocchi. Again, she's not the center of their lives. They have their own lives. Yes, it hurts. And yes, it's completely throwing the sand into the trope of all of these types of shows. Typically, when you watch one of these band club shows, what happens? In the first episode, everybody meets each other, and then suddenly they're like the center of their entire existence. That's not reality. In reality, people have their lives. And so that's not the center of their lives. Yes, they enjoy their band. They enjoy the time they have together. But again, outside of that band, they have established lives. And I like that this show is so willing to finally go, hey, by the way, people have lives. And this is not their entire, the show, the principle of the show itself is not their entirety of their existence. Even though most anime club shows and stuff will want you to believe that, yeah, they met each other in episode 1 and that's all that defines them. But I got a kick out of it because it's like the last day of the summer break and she's outside of the place making graves for cicadas. Which, yes, if you live in an area, Japan especially is this case, if you live in an area that has cicadas on a regular basis, in a certain time of the year, you will see nothing but cicadas just dead everywhere. And I don't know why she chose to bury them. I guess she was really bored and depressed. Like, Seika's like, can you do something about her? She's out there making graves. And then she's putting up a big one, which we can only assume what that's about. But no, that's what the point, and they all realize, oh yeah, I was doing my own thing. I didn't invite Bocchi. Nobody invited Bocchi to do anything the entire summer, which, yes, is sad, but at the same time is kind of heartwarming to think that they kind of assumed that somebody would take care of her, even though that's not their responsibility. That's not their life, but they still want to do something for her. They still want her to be happy. I give these girls so much credit for how patient they are with Bocchi. Bocchi, what Bocchi's going through is a very difficult thing. That crippling introvertness is a difficult thing to deal with. And if anybody has ever dealt with somebody that has some sort of issue they're facing, it's very difficult to put aside your life to take care of somebody and show them that life is good and that there's things they can do. So I don't think they're necessarily mean girls. They're actually doing really well in helping and supporting her. But yeah, Kita has the idea, let's go to the beach. Let's all take her to the beach. Let's have fun. And of course, that doesn't work for Bocchi because all she can think about is tropical love. And now she's going to see people in love. And sure enough, they do. See people in love, and that's just going to make her more depressed. And somehow in her blacked out state, they drag her all the way to the beach before she realizes, oh, yay, I'm here. This is great. And before being attacked by archetype trope beach boys. Okay, they gotta do the dance. They have to do the thing. And yes, cutting from here, we get that thing I was talking about earlier. Kita believes this is something that's cool. Let's all go do this. And again, nobody else is really on board with it. They want to take the escalator to climb up, even though she feels like there's almost a benefit. Like in her eyes, by climbing these stairs, you are gaining something in the end. Like you have achieved something and it makes it feel much better. You struggle through this and the reward is the end. And obviously, again, Rio and everybody else wants to bypass that by taking the escalator. It's still a benefit in the end. It's just it's not what they feel is necessary to get that benefit. Again, it's kind of a clashing of mindsets. But yeah, that's when we're in the tropical love group, get depressed again. They go to the top of the tower. Rio brings up a bunch of trivia about the Tower of Babel and how people tried to climb to it, build towards the gods, and they were punished, which makes them depressed again. Again, it's a clashing of mindsets that I really love. And yes, as they're depressed about this, Kita's like filthy indoor types because they don't want to explore and have fun. Again, it's not mean about it. It's just very brief little moments where you realize these characters, they're very different. They are coming together for a common goal, but they are very different. Kita is very different than everybody else. Rio's very different than everybody else. Rio just wants to take everybody's money. But I think exploring and experimenting in all these things, eventually you'll find those moments when they come together. But no, like I said, the ice cream. They get the ice cream and the birds start circling around Tori. And it has them attacking and taking away her ice cream. And they're all yelling about how she's weak. Get her, she's weak. It's like, it's totally the mindset of an animal. If you've ever been around, if you've had a lot of pets or whatever, it's like always that aspect of if one of them is injured, it's in their instincts to all pile on. And that's exactly what these birds are doing. This thing is weak. Let's all pile on it. It is a target. Let's take it down. And yes, like I said, having the Dragon Ball reference at the very end with her just in the crater. But now the day kind of wraps up them going to a shrine all together. They all make their wishes, claiming that they're wishing about the success of their group and everything. And Hitori's over there just wishing that she goes back to day one of their summer break and that she wants fame and fortune and that she's super selfish for doing that. But no, it all wraps up in a really cute scene where you have Rio and Nijika. They're both passed out on the train and you have this conversation between Bocchi and Kita. And the thing they're kind of pointing out here is, yes, Bocchi's obviously really happy about this whole experience. Finally, I had this fun experience with my friends going out together. This is something she's never experienced before. Even though it's extremely exhausting and it's not something in her comfort zone, she finally experienced something new. And she's got a taste of it and she wants more of it. She kind of wishes that the day would keep going on, despite the fact that it's, again, exhausting for her. This is something that's taking so much out of her to push herself to do. And yet now she's realizing, I want more of this. And it's sad because, again, summer break's over, but Kita's there to kind of reassure her. Well, winter break's around the corner. We'll go out and do something every single day. Again, Kita going out of her way to go, I'm going to put aside my life because I want to hang out with you and I want you to experience new things. It's really sweet. But then again, it's that aspect of a be careful what you wish for is Bocchi realized, wait, every day, no, I can't do that. It's too much. I'm enjoying this and I never want it to end. Then suddenly she goes, wait, no, I want it to end. I can't do that. That's too much. But yeah, super cute, super cute. And yes, following this, she's like, I can't wait. I can now go to school tomorrow. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm going to do good. And then it's not that she's got that crippling anxiety. She legit has crippling muscle pain the next day. Super cute. Absolutely loved it. Really fantastic episode of Bocchi the Rock, episode 9. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as always. If you did, make sure to hit that like button down below. Comment, let me know what's thought of the episode. Again, I think it's really one of the best episodes so far, despite the fact that not having these great moments of Bocchi standing up on the stage and doing some crazy guitar riff. Again, it's characters, it's life and everything. So, but yeah, if you're not already, make sure that subscribe button so you get all my content. I do news, reviews, first impressions, top lists. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Additionally, if you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon link, a tips link, and a super thanks button down below. We also have a membership button down there where you can get my undying gratitude as well as some little speech on emotes. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, and y'all take care.